العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. My viewers cut across the globe, good afternoon in Ghana, good evening wheresoever you find yourself, and good morning wheresoever you find yourself because of the difference of the latitude and the longitude. So my message is short. My message goes to the comments that I saw on QTV 3 days ago when I posted the differences between the miracles of the Holy Quran that I'm using and then the differences between the Quran and then the sidekicks and the other spirit in the world. I personally know that I'm using the Holy Quran. I'm the Hafiz of the Holy Quran, and I don't have a teacher in my life. It's just a gift from God. I know most of people will say that why I don't have a teacher and I'm Hafiz of the Holy Quran. Then you also see the life of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what I'm saying is that the comments that they are saying that what I'm doing is not the Holy Quran. I'm not using the Holy Quran. I'm using different spirit eyes, and I'm claiming that I'm using the Holy Quran. And I'm also telling them that I'm using the Holy Quran beyond reasonable doubt. The question is that, is it on everything of the Holy Quran that they know? If yes, impossible. If no, the part that they don't know, it is that part that I know. And the part of the Holy Quran that I don't know is the part that some people also know, or they also know. So no one can claim to be the custodian of the Holy Quran apart from the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He knows everything about the Holy Quran because the Quran was revealed to him by Almighty Allah, our Creator. So what they are telling me that what I'm saying is not the Holy Quran, I'm refuting that it's a fallacy. It's a total fallacy. Because I asked them, Quran chapter 6, verse 37, from Wama min dabatin fil ard up to ma faratina fil kitab min shay. Nothing is left in the Holy Quran. Nothing. It means everything is discussed in the Holy Quran. Television, radio, metal, polythene, plastic, house, land, everything. So if everything is in the Holy Quran, then I'm asking them, where can we get the format or the clue of video camera in the Holy Quran? That's the question I sent to them. Up to now, no reply. So when you say that the video format is not in the Holy Quran, it means that you are telling us, or you are telling the world, that the verse in surah 6 verse 37 is a lie. That's what you are saying when you say that it's not there. So I'm now going to give you the response of that today and the answer that you don't know. I know. It is the same format that I'm using about the calculation, knowing the unforeseen, that you don't know, and many more. So the problem is that if you don't know anything, or if you don't know something, you allow or you bow yourself to someone who knows, for the person to teach you and you learn. We have to be true to justice. So I'm now going to tell you where you can find the format of video camera in the book of Allah, and for that matter, the Holy Quran, which is sent or descended to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you can find it in Surah 99, verse 4 to 5. That is the earthquake. Surah Zuzla 99, verse 4 to 5. You can find the format of video camera in the Holy Quran. And I quote, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها. Oh Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you tell the people of the world that they should remember of the day of resurrection, that the land or the sun will be given the powers of revelation by her Almighty or by her creature. That's the verse. That's the meaning of the verse. You tell the people of the world, most especially the non-Muslims, they will come and account for it one day, and that day is the day of resurrection. So when you take this one, we are going to ask you, why is it that it's a format of the video camera? Because God is telling that the day that God will reveal to the sand to bring the past event, the video past event on the planet, it means that that day is not on this planet. It's a different one. It's a different world altogether. That's the day of resurrection. So in the day of resurrection, if the sand is revealing what happened on the planet, it means that it is bringing the what? The video event of what happened in the past. So from there, that we have the clue of video camera, and then the technology is also using. So they are using the Holy Quran to do all these things. So if you don't know, you see, you don't know. I'm having a lot of them, but I'm just giving you this one as an example. So the reason why you say what I'm saying is not the Holy Quran, since you don't know and you cannot produce me the answer of video camera or the format of video camera in the Holy Quran, it's the same thing that you can't produce the format of what I'm doing about the prediction and then the unforeseen. Who tell you that people don't know unforeseen? When you are even saying that God knows unforeseen, you are disgracing God or you are disrespecting Him. The reason is that if I'm having something now, like I'm having the money, then I put the money here or I put the money in a bucket where no everyone knows apart from me. And they are saying that now they want to search for the money. I'm not part of the people who are searching, because it doesn't make sense. Already myself, I know where I put the money or where I kept the money. But the people, those who are not, they don't know where I keep the money or where the money is kept. So I'm asking you, did God know every part of the land where He kept His things? Yes. Everything that is created by Almighty, He knows where He placed them. So if He knows where He placed all these things, then He's not part of the competition of the unforeseen. But when you say that He's part of the competition, it means that He's also making race like us. He knows every part of this land where He kept His items, because He created them. But we don't know. So so no one can know or can train his mind to capture something that is not known or that is unforeseen, unless God who wants to or who wishes to tell him. So it means that if God wishes or if He wants to tell someone, He can tell you the unforeseen. But He is beyond unforeseen. But when you are saying God is within the limit of unforeseen, it psychologically is not upright, because He is beyond unforeseen. We are below unforeseen. So He will come. He will what? He will tell us that, okay, this one I keep, this one here, I keep that one here, and that other. So a lot of things are in the Holy Quran. So if you don't know, don't be challenging or don't be saying that we are telling lies. And better still, the most unfortunate thing of what you are saying, and it's very pity and unfortunate, is that you say that you are going to block me on the line, the TV station, like Q TV station. Fair, when you block me on that TV station, already me, I'm known. I'm doing program with CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, CNN, CCTV, 24 France, and the other international channels, Super Sports, Sky TV, and the rest, for about 10 years ago. So this TV, I'm seeing it to be an Islamic TV. Since you say you are not Islamic TV or it's not in, you are not in the Islamic land, then fair. You say you are not discussing the miracles of the Holy Prophet on your TV, and the whole Quran is about miracles, and it's miracles of God together with the miracles of the Holy Prophet. What are you telling the world now? Then if you say you are not discussing miracles of the Holy Quran in your TV station, it means that don't discuss Surah Israel, the space, Surah Israel of the Holy Quran. That's Surah 17 of the Holy Quran. Don't discuss it. Don't discuss Surah 18. That's Surah Al-Kahf. Don't discuss Surah Al-Maryam. Don't discuss Surah Al-Taha. All these things, Surah 20, all of them are miracles of the Holy Quran. When you say you are not discussing Surah Al-Najm, don't discuss it. A lot of surahs in the Holy Quran, some part of Surah Al-Baqarah, don't discuss it. So it means you are telling us clearly that you are enemies to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like your grandfathers, grandmothers. Although we have the good ones among you, because of the good ones, I will reserve something for you. Because of the good Arabs amongst you, like today, you hear something that you've never heard in your ears. And as far as Africa and the other part of the world is concerned, or they are concerned, I'm also having influence over TV stations and other social media. I'll also make the TV station, when you block me, I will make your TV station unpopular. And when you block me, we'll create a different Twitter account, then we'll send what you don't want to hear, and then the truth one will hear. So I'm calling you to be very, very careful. Then you respect yourself, you be by the truth, and you should be true to justice. So what you know is not everything that you know about the Holy Quran. The one that you don't know, it is that one someone else knows. And I'm also saying that the Holy Quran is like someone in the elementary. When you ask him 1 plus 1, he knows 1 plus 1 on the multiplication basis. He says that it's 2. But someone who is up to the master's degree, to PhD, to professor, up to professor emeritus, you can say 1 plus 1, and he tell you that 1 plus 1 is equals to 1. Then you ask him, he say that it's equals to 1 because he's basing his answer on digital electronic system. So you in Saudi Arabia, when you understand the Holy Quran is not miracles and you can use it to do calculation and you do predictions, you are an elementary student of the Holy Quran. That's your 1 plus 1 on multiplication table. And we, those who know what is in the Holy Quran, and we can use figures, we can deduce it to figures and do calculation. We know the eclipse of the moon and the eclipse of the sun. We know much about the stars and other numerology system. We are also in the PhD and then the professional level. So you being in the kindergarten or in the elementary of 1 plus 1, be there. Because we know 1 plus 1 to be equal to 1 based on digital electronic system. And sometimes 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. In the biblical theory, I and my father are one. No one goes to the father except through me. And someone to 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, module 2. When you say 1 plus 1 to elsewhere, you also get it is equal to 7. That's on geometric. So based on the way you understand the concept of mathematics, so chronically, you those in Saudi Arabia, or you those who are saying I'm not using the Holy Quran, you are right, because you are elementary students of the Holy Quran. Where are the miracles of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as I'm talking to you now? His theories, his teachings, his lessons, his behavior, everything. We are copying everything of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his style of life, whatever. But where are the miracles? The miracles are still there. So some people will be convinced through the miracles. Just last week, I converted someone through the miracles that I did. So try to understand the Holy Quran based on your what? On your capacity. And then moreover, mathematically, when you say 1 plus 1, the elementary student will say it's equals to 2. Then when you ask him, apart from 1 plus 1, can't you get a different formula of getting 1 plus 1 or a different way of getting 1 plus 1? He say no. But we, those are the professional and then the PhD level. We know that after 1 plus 1, when you say 2 times 1, it's equals to 1. Then when you say 4 minus 2, 4 minus 3, it's equals to 1. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. So we have a different way of getting 2. That's 2 times 1 is equals to 2. Sorry. 2 times 1 is equals to 2. Then 4 minus 2 is equals to 2. Then 6 minus 4 is equals to 2. Then the square root of 4 is equals to 2. So you see that it's a different way of getting things, but you drive at the same answer. So also is the Holy Quran. That's how the Holy Quran is. So you only understand that the Holy Quran is only 1 plus 1. But we also understand that you can square 4 to get 2. We can say 2 times 1 to be 2. And in that order, the example that I give. So I'm just calling you to bow your heads down. Then you learn something from us. It does not necessarily mean that you are in Saudi Arabia, then you know the Holy Quran. No, it's a gift from the Almighty. We are in Africa here. We've not been to the Arab vicinity or the Arab Peninsula. But what we know about the Holy Quran, fair enough. We are very happy with what we know, and then it's enough for us. So if you don't know, just bow yourself. Learn something from. And then what you are saying, you are even insulting Shia, the Shia people, that they don't want the Holy Prophet and his disciples. They don't want the disciples of the Holy Prophet. Why is it that you are insulting them when you don't want God, his book, and then the Holy Prophet? Because what you are telling me, you don't want to see or you are not discussing miracles of the Holy Prophet. You are telling me that you don't want God, you dislike God, you dislike the Holy Prophet, and you dislike his book. Someone who dislikes God, who dislikes the Holy Prophet and his book, and someone who dislikes the Psalms, which one is better? They are even better than you. Although I'm not inside of them, because say the Umar, say the Usman, say the Abu Bakr, and then say the Nana Aisha, say the Hafsa, they are very good people that I like and I love them. They are respected in my heart more than any other person apart from the Holy Prophet Muhammad and God. So I'm not a Shia man, but I'm just setting an example of you being in Saudi Arabia. You are saying that they are doing this, they are doing that. What you are doing to us now, or what you are telling us, that it means that you dislike God. We should not discuss God's issue on your TV station. It's a piece of nonsense. So I'll call all and sundry for us to understand that the Holy Quran is not for anybody and it's not for anyone. Depending on God's message, that will let you know the Holy Quran, and then the capability and the miracles of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So unforeseen, people know unforeseen, dwarfs know unforeseen, a lot of things know unforeseen. The prophets also know unforeseen. So we have the categories. So that one is talking about ordinary people. But when you go to Surah Al-Jinn, it's talking about what? About the prophets themselves. So we have the difference between the revelation of the prophet and then the gift from the ordinary person. So the one in Ayat al-Kursi is talking about ordinary people knowing unforeseen, and the one in Surah Al-Jinn, Alimul Ghaib, Fala Yizu ala Ghaibi Ada Illa Man Irtada min Rasul. That one is talking about prophets and messengers of God, and this one is talking about ordinary people. These televisions and all this what is happening about eclipse will happen in this country, this weather forecasting, all this is unforeseen. So I call the people of Saudi Arabia in particular, and then the Arabs, those who claim that they want the Holy Prophet and then they love God, they love his book, to be very careful and be vigilant. We are all human beings. And for those of them who are good, I'm not talking of them, it's because of them that there are certain words that I don't want to reveal about the Arabs. Because of them, they should thank those who are good and those who go by what we are saying and what the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.